LDS Cub Scout Pack 528 runs their program in the Harlem neighborhood of New York City. The pack has grown over the past few years, attracting community boys into scouting by being in uniform while performing community service or during scouting activities.
I know that as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, people might think that all that we do is religious. We have deep-seated beliefs, but the one thing that we could do better, and as one who serves right now in a capacity to help affect that, is open the doors and invite people in. Be a part of the community, but invite the community in, which scouting does. It's a bridge.
I have a license to prune trees on the streets here, and so we take advantage of that, and the kids and I go out there and prune, and every time we go out, when we're in uniform and doing an activity on the street, whether it's service or just fun, at least one person stops every 15 minutes to ask if their kids can join Cub Scouts. In fact, most of our boys in our pack right now joined either through seeing us on the street or through a friend that they knew. And we weren't even trying. We meet right here, in this building right here, and it doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, we pay for all the costs.
Me and my mom was walking past the church and we saw them racing a 50-yard meter dash. And I said, can I join? Because I know I'm fast and I could probably beat you all.
And he actually won. And what so happened was around that same time, I was actually looking for a Boy Scout for him. And it just so happened that, Wayne was like, you know what, we actually are here. We come on Fridays and it works out for me with my schedule. And I said, you know what, fine, I'm gonna try this out. And the very next week we came along and he's loved it ever since. He's learned a lot of skills. He talks about it all the time.
What we're doing now to make it a little easier is we have a little handout that we give to people that just says when we meet and where we meet, explains to them that we start at age 8 instead of 6.5 or 7 like in normal Cub packs, and that we don't do overnight camping. So they have a good idea before they walk in the door, but we also explain that we pay the registration fees and pretty much the rest of the budget's covered by the units that we work with. And that we think that's going to really make it easy for people to join with us, and we have a great time.
What I do when new kids join the Cub Scouts is I welcome them, show them around. I also become their friend so they know they have someone to talk to and ask questions to. I also ask what age they are so I know if they're wolf, bear, or weeper.
One of the unique challenges facing LDS scouting units welcoming community youth lies in how to best integrate the youth with the young men and young women programs.
One of the ways that we address the challenge of the marrying of the young women and young men's programs of the church and scouting is that we handle it through scheduling, and we handle it through a lot of give and take, a lot of flexibility.
So the first thing you need to do when you look at Boy Scouting and the church and the young men's program is just to realize that our gospel, our doctrine, requires us to understand the world around us, the physical world, the temporal world, every bit as much as the spiritual world. You can't really be a good Latter-day Saint without having experience with organizing things, solving problems, making the world a better place around you, and being a leader in some way or another, So it's hard to imagine a better program than scouting for doing that.
The consistency is the key. We have the same activity night every week. We always have something going on, and whether it's scouting or whether it's just young men or whether it's young men, young women combined activity, there's always something that night, so the scouts know that they have that consistency to rely on. And
so if you have a commitment to the Young Men's program and you learn the way the Boy Scout program works, you'll see that they really are one and the same in their goals and in a lot of the steps we take to achieve those goals. There's no better method than to use the Boy Scouts.
Scouting is the activities arm of the priesthood of the LDS Church. So in partnership, Scouting provides the training, the leadership, the skills, truly the gifts that we need to perform our religious duties are provided by much of what Scouting offers. So when you bring that together, we have a pretty good program that is part of our purpose, our larger purpose.
The simple acts of performing community service or engaging in fun public activities while wearing the scouting uniform have drawn many community youth into Pack 528. Careful planning makes for smooth integration with the young men and young women programs. The bridge between the church and community grows stronger, and the world becomes better each time a boy crosses that bridge into the Scouting program.